Okay, now we're painting our missile launchers. The first one I just did off camera, and you see it looks pretty sloppy, but that's absolutely no problem at the moment, because the only thing important is that we cover the missiles properly. And for this I chose a pure white mixed with a metallic medium and some retarder medium, because you don't want to use metallics on a wet palette, and to prevent drying it too fast, retarder medium is a good choice on a dry palette. And you can see that I use a synthetic brush, and this is because of the metallic particles. They harm our precious Kolinsky bristles, so I tend to use synthetic brushes for metallics. The mini is pretty small, and due to the amount of detail it shows, and it's a lot less than a resin miniature could show, we are only painting our missiles white, just white, because yeah, the sculpt is good, but it is not so good that you could put very much detail in it. Yes, and on a higher resolution sculpt, I might have chosen to not just paint the bodies of the missiles white, but the tips maybe red or black or something like this. Okay. To cover all the faults we produce here, we need a very opaque paint, and that means that it contains a lot of pigments, and this is what we can easily do with our gray now. Yeah, pretty sloppy, pretty bright. We don't want the missiles to remain that bright, but we will fix that by using a wash. Okay. Yeah, I'm picking another color, and I'll be back soon. Okay, we're back. Here's our dark gray. Just giving it a good shake. And here's our wet palette again. So what is very important is that we don't use a medium for this now, because a medium just makes your colors more translucent, maybe. In fact, the medium is a color without pigments, and it contains acrylics and fills the paint we already got here with translucent, or maybe invisible for our eyes, pigments, and so we reduce the opacity of the paint and that's not what we want. So what we're doing now is we are using just water and a fine tip brush, and we begin fixing all our faults we produced here. So our missiles look nice and round in the end. You see, due to the high opacity of the color we use, it's very easy to cover even such a bright color as white. Okay. We didn't thin the color very much because we still wanted it to remain very opaque, and we want a lot of control. We need a lot of control, and we get this when using a color not too much diluted, but on the cost of risking tip drying and risking visible streaks and clogging detail. But there's not too much of it here, so yeah, we can do that. That's pretty hard because I cannot use my magnifier for this, but I think it's looking quite okay so far, and yeah, we will have to do more fixing. So it's a back and forth, because you see I just messed here with my brush, and that's something I have to cover in our next step again with white, and we're doing that as often as needed until we are satisfied with our results. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing the rest off camera, and I'll be back when picking white again.